Hello everyone, this is my SRL Inquiry Project. My name is Apolina Makika. For my self-regulated learning goal, I chose to establish a daily 30-minute routine by the end of March of 2024. To set up my goal, I used SRL elements to create the goal. I used a calendar type monitoring tool to record my progress, and I used online resources to help reach my goal that we will see in the coming slides. Before we started our course and before I chose the SRL goal, I was confused as to what we were doing. I was not too sure about what self-regulated was all about, but I knew what goal setting was about. The goal setting, I thought I had confidence, I thought I had a high goal, and I used the resources that we used in our course, like the Zimmerman readings, to help me understand exactly what it was expected of us. During the SRL goal attainment, I feel like the struggles I encountered included sickness, and I struggled very much with motivation. I purposely chose a hard goal because I wanted to see how I think and learn from my experiences at an academic level, because I have struggled with my weight since having children, and I wanted to set priorities and make myself a priority. After using the SRL elements and going through my goal, I learned that I need to give myself grace and be easier on myself. I should set easier fitness goals and stop comparing myself to other more experienced people. This slide here shows my monitoring tool. In here, the green shows the days that I exercised, and if you look a little closer, you could see how many minutes I exercised at the bottom of the box. I did not do any exercises during the week of February 19 to 25 and February 26 to March 3rd. However, I kept it at the back of my mind, and I tried to find ways to be more active throughout the day, at home and at work, by walking the extra long route rather than going through my usual stops. I did not exercise as much also because I had such bad sickness and bad luck for the last couple of weeks. I feel like this was because I had too much expectation on myself, and the fact that report cards for my work were coming up and everything piled on, and having a hard goal was probably not a good idea because my plate was very full. The end of the month, I had no motivation left, and I felt defeated and depressed about my failure. I normally do not fail, or if I'm getting close to failing, I find ways not to. However, with my fitness goal of exercising every day for 30 minutes was too high of an expectation on myself. This slide here shows helpful resources that I have used during my SRL journey to exercise every day for 30 minutes, or every other day for 30 minutes. I used YouTube for my exercise videos. There are very good ones out there that follow the times that I wanted, which was great. I had help from our peer Zoom meetings and kept in touch for a while with a classmate who became my accountability partner for a while there. I felt like connecting with Sarah, Michaela, and Avni really showed me that my goal was okay and I was not alone struggling. However, they showed me that I am very hard on myself and that my goal was not fine-tuned enough. They showed me and helped me realize how I could have made my goal better, which I am very grateful for. The online resources to the left that are listed there help me understand the importance of time management and that it is okay to be a mom who struggles with exercising. Throughout the course, I kept in mind the learning zone and the performance zone. The quote here reads, "The learning zone is when our goal is to improve. Then we do activities designed for improvement, concentrating on what we haven't mastered yet, which means we have to expect to make mistakes, knowing that we will learn from them. That is very different from what we do when we're in our performance zone, which is when our goal is to do something as best as we can to execute. Then we concentrate on what we have already mastered and we try to minimize mistakes." Eduardo Briseno. I purposely chose a hard goal for myself to understand why I have always failed at exercising. I was in the learning zone, which was hard for me to do as learning new concepts have always come easier to me internally. Thus, learning to manage time and giving myself time to exercise was very difficult for me to do, as I do not like to feel sore, I do not like to sweat, and I feel like my time management isn't the greatest when it comes to myself and exercising at home. I feel like I started off with the performance zone when I wrote out my goal and read the resources and did the work with our course. But the rest of the time, especially during the work weeks, I was mostly in the learning zone, which was surprisingly a little heavy for myself, which I found intriguing to know. In the future, when I choose to try exercising more, I want to stick to one type of exercise for at least a week or a month so that I do not have to think too much into it. I also want to lower my expectations for myself so that I set myself up for success, even if it sounds too easy for myself. I want to find an accountability partner or find an online support group before going into exercising to celebrate daily successes and help others in their journey. I feel like when I am helping others, I feel better and good about myself, and the good endorphin feelings are more present, which would help me to keep going forward easier. I want to make it fun by using rewards, doing exercises in different environments, and give myself a safe space for my inner child to come out while I exercise. I also want to create a music playlist, as I feel music really helps me stay focused at a task on hand. Ultimately, I need to slow down and digest my accomplishments and struggles so that I can motivate myself and keep myself disciplined. During this course and trying to reach my SRL goal, I found that time was not my friend. I should have set up a time for my exercises and keep it the same every day so that I know what time to exercise. I had good motivation until I got sore, tired, and sick. Therefore, I should have had an type of emergency pack to go to for motivational videos or quotes. I should have dug deeper to remind myself why I am doing what I am doing and make some sort of poster to remind myself daily so that I keep myself accountable. I need to feel comfortable putting myself first, and I need to learn that I always put others first, so I need to remember that if I want to be there for others, I should make myself a priority to be able to provide well, and it starts with myself. My physical health has been my struggle for many years, and I want to fix it. Tools that we have learned in this course can help me and others achieve their goals. I thought goal setting was easy. It is, but achieving it and doing the work is where the work comes in. Making the goal is easy. However, doing the daily work to get to that goal is where I struggled, and I feel like I can help others now that, and myself, now that I have gone through it with purposefully thinking about all of the elements that come with self-regulated learning. When I look back at my SRL goal, I should have fine-tuned my goal by choosing my time, the kind of exercise I will be doing, and choosing days in the week to do them, and stick to that instead of keeping it open like I did. I thought keeping it open would be easier in case something pops up and I can't do my exercise. I also need to learn to give myself grace and be easier on myself. In the future, I want to also look into examples of how people like me who struggle with weight and exercising set themselves up for success. Before, I had high expectations. Now, after this course, I now see the importance of balancing out the intensity of goal setting to have a higher chance of succeeding. In the end, I know I need to learn how to fail and get back up without getting too emotional and sad about failing a goal. After receiving feedback and reflections from peers and instructors, I now know to change and tune my goal at an earlier stage when I start to feel stressed out about it. When I feel discouraged, I tend to drop it and let it go. I need to find ways to stop that habit so that I can find the stamina to work through difficulties in goals that involve exercising. The peer feedback from the readings and from our group with Sarah, Michaela, Avni, and I really helped me. They made me feel like I am not alone and my efforts are good enough. As well, the instructor feedback throughout this course helped me open my thinking even more, where it came to a point of me sitting and thinking about how much there is to think about when it comes to self-regulated learning. I thought my mind was open, but it opened up even more. Moving forward, I will be more patient and precise with goal setting. I will make sure to reach out to others before starting a new journey with people who are doing the same things I want to do. By the end of this course, I was able to understand the struggles of goal setting and setbacks firsthand, again, which gives me a perspective to be able to help others when they struggle. When I start a fitness journey again, I want to use just one form of exercise for the month so that it's less stressful looking for exercises each time I need to exercise. I also want to lower my expectations before starting. This would look like me setting up the goal, finding the community of support, then giving myself an easier task or tasks to reach my original goal. I will give myself more time to reach big goals in the future. Thank you all, Kuya Namik, so much for all of your support and communication. I have learned a lot from this course. Going in, I thought it was going to be easy, but it wasn't, and I'm grateful for what I have learned in this course, as it will help me in my future with my students, myself, my peers, and my family. Thank you.